Now we're live with Bruce Highland from Queen City Model A Club. We're changing out a carburetor from a Tillotson to a Zenith. And he's going to walk us through the steps here.
Okay, we unhook the accelerator and I'm going to move that around and just set that there. Now I'm unhooking the gas adjustment valve. We'll just take and slide that up a little bit and pull the spring off, because otherwise it's going to drop on the floor. It's got a washer against the grommet, and then the spring, and then the tube that goes down over the gas adjustment valve. So I'm just going to set those pieces here.
Of course, before you do this, you want to turn your gas off so you don't get the drainage.
Which
we did. Yeah, which we did.
yeah, that's good. Good to do. Okay, now
it's a half-inch wrench.
We'll take the gas line off. There'll be a little bit of gas. You could let it run until the gas. Boy, the shutoff works good because there's there's nothing there.
Probably just a vacuum holding it up. Maybe.
Yeah. Now we'll just take the two carburetor bolts off and
oops. Let me hold that. I'll hold it so you don't have to worry about it.
Let's see. I think I'll set that on the. And it should. Well, it's still not loose.
Yeah, and for the observer, the reason we're doing this is that we're getting some issues with stalling in second, and we suspect something's off with the carburetor.
And then we had the throttle linkage is loose, and we peened it a little bit to hold it on, but that would be the last thing you'd want to come off if you were on a tour. If that came off, you'd be dangling there with no carburetor, because you wouldn't you wouldn't run. So we'll get these.
So and then when we make this change, this should give somewhere around 5 to 7 additional horsepower too, which will be helpful in city. There we go. We may even, well, I guess for the next time we won't put this bowl under there since we're not leaking. Just take it. Don't we just remove it? Yeah. Yeah. Since we're not leaking that much, just drop it out.
There we go.
2 drops. Huh?
And I think we can just stick that right there. There. Now we're.
There we go.
Boy, normally those, if they're in aluminum, so they don't just spin out like they do if they were in cast iron.
Oh, okay.
In the Zenith carburetors are all cast iron, so that the aluminum doesn't spin quite as easy. Still.
Is it really in there?
Yeah.
It's not spinning, is it?
No. They're coming out, but it just takes
some time. I could try to work on one too. Let's see.
Yeah. Turns hard for some reason.
Yeah.
That one turning fine?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, this one is.
I think it's probably, give or take, it's off now.
Okay.
On my side. Must just be deep set in there.
Yeah. There we go.
So we'll take that off. And here's a glance at the Zenith carburetor that we're about to put on here. Lining this back up here. Okay. We got the new carburetor.
Tell you what I'm going to do.
I can give you an extra hand too. Do you want me to hold it up with my 2 fingers while you're doing it?
Well, yeah, I have to keep it lined up so it. And once I get it on there, then.
Yeah.
Okay, there's one. Long screws.
Yeah, really, it's really on there.
I don't know if I put that up a little
Maybe bit. Unnecessarily long.
Yeah, I think I can get both of them now.
Yeah.
I think you're going to see quite a difference.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to.
Boy, that one's just about.
Especially having it stalled, because it makes me afraid to go somewhere.
Oh yeah. The last thing you want is an engine. A lot of times you have to pull down the throttle a little bit just to keep some of them running at a stop sign when you press in the clutch.
Yeah, I was going to run to the store before you came here, and I didn't because I was afraid I'd stall out there and we'd have to do the repair on site.
Okay.
So the actual changeover was not bad.
Yeah,
It just more of removing the lines more than anything. So we got our.
Okay.
And so then what? Then you put.
So now we just go backwards with the pieces, and we take the washer, put the washer back on, put the spring back on, pull this down.
That can go either way, or is that?
Let's see. I think we
doesn't matter. Yeah.
There, and then this
that latches in there.
Fits in here, and this comes down over it.
Okay.
And now you can choke it, and then all we have to do. Well,
that piece looks a lot more stable than the other one.
Yeah, that.
And there's more of a gap there too.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
That's what someone was worried about.
This is what it was meant to have.
Yeah.
On it, and so.
Boy, I bet this will start really nice.
Once we get it filled with gas. One thing you run into a little bit when putting a carburetor on, sometimes the float from once it's been rebuilt, the float is stuck, and sometimes you have gas run over. You tap the carburetor and it should.
They were just adjusting some of the finer points now. So didn't have a camera on, so it's almost starting, and Bruce was adjusting here. But started up the first time, it did not hesitate, which is wonderful. So you can already tell that it's doing a little bit better than the prior starter, as the prior carburetor. That's nice and smooth.
Yeah, that. I have to change that timing just a little.
Yeah.
See.